Hi, Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general energy check-in and cosmic tarot spread. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. I'm so grateful you decided to check me out. Make sure you read through the description box below. It's going to have everything you need to know about me as a reader, how to align your energy with the intentions that I set for all of the series that I have here, okay? How to connect with me on YouTube through my memberships, how to connect on social media, and through Instagram or on my website for personal readings if you're ever interested, okay? All of that is linked below, as well as resources for you to learn more about yourself through your natal chart. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you guys are checking that through, okay? Sagittarius Capricorns, for those of you that have been with me for a while, or again, even just for a short amount of time, whatever the case may be, if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in with me every week. I truly, truly appreciate you. All right, and we're going to get into this energy. Sagittarius Capricorns, go ahead and get started on whatever gratitude or grounding meditation or practice feels best and right for you. I'm going to do the same, and then we'll see what this energy is, okay? Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the Sagittarius Capricorn Cusp collective of energy here on YouTube. Anyone who maybe has strong Sagittarius or Capricorn in their natal chart, or just feels drawn to watch this reading, I thank you so much for connecting us all in this moment and for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that this collective needs to hear regarding how they're being cosmically supported in the now moment. Whatever planets, houses, transits, aspects, zodiac energies, or elemental dynamics are supporting, guiding, and influencing this collective, I do ask that that come forward in this reading, Divine. And I thank you so, so much for all the love, the guidance, the protection, the mercy, the peace that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. All right. Sagittarius Capricorn, you're going to have to bear with me through this particular reading, okay? I have decided to take my moldavite necklace off. I have been wearing it every day straight for, I want to say, maybe the past 2 years. So my energy definitely feels a little different, but I was just guided to maybe take a small break from it, or maybe even a long one. We'll see, okay? I might need to put it back on, we don't know, but it's definitely a different shift. So thank you for bearing with me as I kind of settle and ground into not necessarily wearing that energy or being constantly tied to that crystal, okay? But let's get into it. I'm going to do one more shuffle. And let's go, okay? What cosmic energy is here for my Sagittarius Capricorn? Okay, you have third house in messages, okay? Third house connects to Mercury. Messages is the vibration of 27 here in this particular deck, which does break down into a 9 for my number of people. What other cosmic energy is here for Sagittarius Capricorn? You have Grand Trine in blessings. That's always good to see, okay? Grand Trine is an aspect in your natal chart where 3 planets are in a harmonious alignment, which does offer you support, right? Good fortune, abundance, growth, ease really is the energy of this, ease, okay? So it's not contrast, it's not conflict, it's ease and it's flow, okay? Last cosmic energy here for Sagittarius Capricorn. Oh, look at you showing up here, Capricorn, with the affirmation I use, okay? Capricorn also connected to that 10th house energy, okay? Also tethered to Saturn, okay? So it's using what you know, using your resources in a very wise way with that Capricorn energy. Third house and messages and blessings is telling me that, yes, there might be a period here for my Sagittarians, okay, where the downloads that you're getting, the information that you're picking up on or receiving from source might be a bit overwhelming or kind of cryptic is really what I always get with this card. It's like having very cryptic dreams, signs, synchronicities that feel very puzzle-like, right? I really am getting tethered into your dream space though a little bit. It's like having, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm sure, especially for those of you that are born on this cusp, I am sure you guys have had those dreams where it feels like almost everything is of significance, but it's not cohesive, right? It's like this situation happens and then someone comes and says something to you and then it turns into this and then it's that. It's like there's messages or there is some sort of truth I feel like the divine is trying to usher in towards you or bring into you, but it's coming through your subconscious mind, very, very decoded, and I feel like it's calling you to go deeper within yourself. Spend some time with the divine, spend some time with your higher self, right, in meditation to really kind of sort through it, because I'm getting that whatever is happening in this dream state, it sticks with you. Meaning this is a dream that you can maybe even recall from weeks ago, months ago, years ago, right? It's like that's how intense those messages or that energy was, that you still might be trying to piece it together, okay? But I'm always happy to see that, blessings, because that means that this will be a time of ease for you, okay? I also get with the sea goat here in Capricorn, there's a need to use your gifts, okay? Maybe there's a gift that you have of decoding dreams or messages. It's like that's going to be very important here for you. Or your ability to decipher the code or the messages or the information, it's going to get a little easier, okay, from this point out, all right? Yeah, you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords that popped out here. King of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Okay, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. Or any fire or air. Again, it's receiving, right? The feminine aspect, receiving information, receiving truth, receiving clarity, okay? And using it, implementing it, King of Wands, moving in accordance with it, right? Allowing that information to guide you. Very interesting, okay. For my number people, we do have 22 here, which is a master number, so we do not break that down. We have 27 again breaking down into a 9 and 46 breaking down into a 10, which is a 1, okay? So 1, 9, 10, 22, 27, or 46 might mean something to you. If it does, let me know in the comment section below. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, which I do believe is a Capricorn energy in the tarot. I forget the planetary placement, but I do think it's Capricorn. 3 of Pentacles, it's using your skills wisely. 3 of Pentacles, building a new skill set, joint effort with other people or like-minded individuals, coming together, creating village, okay, in the pursuit of building something. Nurturing seeds that you've already planted here, okay? Tell me more about this Capricorn energy. Thank you so much, Divine. So this could be a career reading here for you, Sagittarians, okay? Kind of picking that up. Oh, look at that. King of Wands again, right back out. And you have the Tower, okay? This feels like a comfort zone that you're coming out of, Sagittarians, okay? Being forced or pushed to learn something new or move in new ways. Yeah, you have the Magician. It's time to create a new path, time to create something out of or using the skill sets that you do have. It's like no more playing it safe is what that Tower is telling me. Capricorn, that Capricorn energy is no longer allowing you to play it safe. Okay, tell me more about this Capricorn energy for my Sagicorns. Yeah. No more playing it safe. This Hangman energy says that I think you've outgrown this situation. You've outgrown the Three of Pentacles here. Maybe ready to move into the 4, the 5, right? Kind of journey on up. Yeah, you got the Two of Swords and Justice. Which tells me that something that wasn't balanced, okay, now Capricorn energy, definitely known as the workhorse of the zodiac, right? Borderline workaholics, right? It's where Capricorn thrives, in that career pursuit of abundance type of energy and realm. And it's just, there's no work ethic unmatched to that Capricorn energy, okay? So I feel like it's almost realizing that there's a need here, especially with the Sagittarius coming out. So this is definitely internal for you here, Sagicorns, that there is this balance that has to happen when it comes to your mind, okay? Third house, mental energy, Mercury, meaning your perspective, how you view something. I think you might be very used to applying yourself in one way when it comes to your work, or when it comes to your village, or the people that you connect to, okay? But I think that Sagittarius energy is leading you to ascend in a particular way, to come out of some sort of, again, it feels like a comfort zone. It feels like a routine with that Tower and Justice that was actually very unbalanced. It's gaining a higher perspective. Two of Swords. Having to make a choice, though, about how you use your time, your money, and your resources. Okay? And again, when that King of Wands in the Tower, it's like, when I say play it safe with this Capricorn energy, it's not that you're not taking risk. It's just moving with what's very logical. Maybe again, it was that King of Wands and the Queen of Swords, right? Moving with logic, moving with what is very already kind of set in stone, following a certain order of steps, right? Like not necessarily getting creative and moving outside of the box. It's just like being very comfortable in the box. And I feel like the Divine is trying to pull you with that Tower, will be pulling you out of the box. Yeah. Then you got the Ace of Cups to kind of get out of your head and move into your heart space. Okay, so this Tower might shift your entire world around, okay? Maybe this Tower already happened for you, Sagicorns, with what's going on in the world, right? Things had to change. How you abused your skill sets, or your gifts, or your money, or your time, or your resources had to shift. But that shift actually brought you balance here. It's like being forced out of that Tower, forced out of what was very comfortable for you, forced out of what you felt was maybe going to be long-standing and long-lasting, and then having to step into this King of Wands energy where you're very creative on your feet and having to kind of not make it up as you go, but just be very confident in your ability to make something happen. Magician, right? To create a new path for yourself, a new reality, a new way forward, or a new application of a skill set that you already have. It got you to see what you were doing in the Tower very differently, right? Like, oh, maybe I wasn't living to the fullest, or maybe I wasn't actually reaching my full potential. Maybe I wasn't utilizing all the gifts that I have, or maybe I really wasn't as happy, you know, in that, right? Maybe I was just going through the motions. Like, that's what that kind of feels like. And now that you have this enlightenment, okay, and now you're feeling a little bit more tethered to that heart space, now this King of Wands energy has a little bit more of, wow, I'm even reaching for my necklace and it's not even here. Excuse me. It's like this Tower happening, this shift in your environment or shift in your worldview and perspective it allowed more room for your heart to play a role in your day-to-day actions. Okay? So now it's like, it's almost like you weren't even tapping into this heart space with the work that you were doing. And now having this shift or having this tower occur, and again, it feels past, like it's already happened for you, for majority of y'all. It's realizing with that hangman, oh wow, I really wasn't even tethered to my heart space, or this, what I was doing really didn't bring joy to my heart, or really give me that feeling of accomplishment or fulfillment. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, divine. Right? That I think you now know is very, very important for you. So it's made you aware of some imbalances here. Okay? And I do feel you kind of doing the work to bring that into balance with this grand trine and blessing energy. Tell me more about the third house and messages. Thank you so much, divine. What are the messages here coming towards Sagittarius, Capricorn energies? What messages? Yeah, of course, centered around work here. You have the 8 of Pentacles and you have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you were stretching yourself kind of thin. And I don't even think you realized it until you had to take a step back, until things shifted for you, until that tower moment happened. That you were almost working yourself to the bone, and or so tunnel vision on meeting a particular goal, 8 of Pentacles, right? So tunnel vision on the details and trying to make sure it's right and making sure you get there, and just really just putting your full force behind something, right? That I don't even think you were paying attention to how your spirit felt doing the work, right? That's the challenge with that Capricorn energy. It is so tethered to the earth, right? That sometimes the earth energy of it all kind of takes focus. The material world of it all kind of takes focus, and you're willing to sacrifice yourself in ways that are unnecessary or unhealthy just to get the material, or just to kind of reach that goal financially, or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm getting off that 10 of Wands. It's like you were carrying more than you needed to. I feel like you see that now. Tell me more about the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands for these messages. Oh. Okay. A couple more shuffles and chops. There we go. 5 of Wands. Yeah, it was actually putting you in conflict. It's almost like you were so in your physical, or so tethered into the earth 3D type of energy, that it might have been a little hard to sense or feel your spirit sometimes. So focused on meeting these goals that it was like not even realizing that the work or what you were maybe attempting to achieve here was really putting you in conflict spiritually. Okay. Yeah, you got the Page of Cups. But now, again, with that Ace of Cups here and that balance coming in, again, you're bringing your heart along with you. So now you can kind of sense, with this being water, when you're tired, it's giving yourself rest, right? It's taking time out to care for yourself. It's taking time out to focus on maybe some other things. And again, the work isn't going to go anywhere. And I think with that 10 of Wands, that's how my Sagittarians maybe felt at this situation. If I don't do it, then it doesn't get done. If I don't obsess about it or worry about it or stress about it or put in the effort, then it doesn't get done. And it's almost like putting yourself on a timetable here, Sagittarians. Like, it has to get done by this time, by this date, by this age. You know what I mean? I have all these things, but that's running yourself into the ground. And it's almost robbing you of the experience of living life. Not necessarily planning life, living it. And I feel like that's what this Tower moment offered you, an opportunity to actually live for once. As opposed to be so tethered to your goals. Okay, and again, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not condemning it. Absolutely. It's the most beautiful thing about that Capricorn energy, okay? But it's like this Sagittarius vibe is trying to expand you beyond that just a little bit. Okay? All right? So you coming into balance with your own energy dynamic. Tell me more. Yeah. And understanding that there's something that has to come to an end. This is a cycle that has to come to an end. You can no longer ignore your emotional body, okay? You can no longer ignore your spiritual nature or your spiritual body. You can no longer ignore your physical form for the sake of this material goal, gain, job, career, whatever the case may be, okay? Page of Pentacles. So learning how to apply, like I said, your time, your resources, your energy in a new way, okay? And I feel like that's the judgment call. That's the message that you're getting here from the divine, right? Is that it's something has to shift and something has to change, right? Judgment, it's that Plutonian energy. It's kind of raising awareness to what you weren't really able to see. Okay, Sagittarians, what you weren't really tapping into. It's like, it's almost like the divine says, okay, something has to happen here. Something has to change. And I think that's what brings in this Tower. Okay. Tell me more about the blessings, though. Let's talk about these blessings and this ease that's coming in for Sagittarius-Capricorn energies. What is the ease here and the blessings for my Sagittarians, divine? Thank you so much. Yeah, your Ten of Pentacles, ease. I think this was the goal. Clearly it was the goal. Trying to retire early. Like, for some of y'all, that could even be the case. You might be forcing yourself to overwork to try to retire early, or, you know, try to reach some sort of monetary number so that you can enjoy life. It's like, once I get to this amount of money, I'll be able to sit back and enjoy life. But the tricky thing about that is, Sagittarians, is that money is infinite, right? Numbers are infinite. You'll get there and then it'll be, well, maybe I need a little bit more because I want a little bit more now. Maybe I now need it. And so you would have never really taken the time to care for yourself. And that's why this Tower had to happen. Okay? But like I said, work isn't going anywhere. Your goals are still achievable, even in ease, even when you rest, even when you take care of yourself. It's just that adage of taking care of you is also productive, Sagittarians. Okay? Productivity isn't solely and exclusively attached to your work. Productivity is your day-to-day rituals, right? If you got out of bed and you took care of yourself, you maybe did some extra grooming or some extra meditation or moved your body, got out in nature for a little while, or just did something for the pleasure of it, that is still productive. That is still getting you towards your goal because it's taking care of the vessel. It's taking and tuning in to the spirit that you are, right? So it almost feels like that you had to come out of the world a little bit, Sagittarians, to make sure that you were maintaining this connection to spirit, to your emotions, right? To what you were feeling, and then sitting with that and making sense of it. And like I said, this Ten of Pentacles isn't going anywhere. You're headed towards it. It's in your alignment, okay, with the Grand Trine. So that promise of retirement, a happy family life, right? Generational wealth, being able to sit really cushy at the end of it all, right? Seeing your generations to come benefit off of the work that you do, that's guaranteed. Okay, that will happen, Sagittarians. No amount of stressing yourself out, no amount of pushing yourself extra hard, no amount of running yourself into the ground is going to make it happen sooner. Okay, because what you don't want is to get to the Ten of Pentacles, but then you haven't taken care of your spirit, you haven't taken care of your emotional body, everything has gone awry, and you really can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor. So in order for you to enjoy those fruits, Sagittarians, you have to take care of yourself along the way. Self-preservation, okay? All right? All right. Let's go ahead and see what else about this blessings. What else can you tell my Sagittarians here, divine, about the blessings in this Ten of Pentacles? Yeah, Ten of Swords. How you envisioned yourself getting there was not healthy. That's why the divine had to bring the Tower. Okay? It's to balance you out, justice, right? And what you needed to balance you out was that Ace of Cups. Okay? taking a moment to really tend to yourself. Neglecting yourself for gain is never really the move, okay? That whole no days off is not a flex. It's not a flex to not have any days off. Get some rest. Take care of yourself, okay? And I understand not everybody is in the position to do that, okay? But taking care of yourself can come in very, very small ways, okay? Doesn't have to be big, grand, luxurious spas and all of that. And it doesn't have to be that. It could just be as simple as you went on a walk, okay? Maybe no phone, no headphones. You just walked around, listened to the sounds around you, okay? Maybe you got your favorite ice cream. You had a couple scoops. Or maybe you took some time out of your busy work schedule and watched your favorite movie for the 1100th time, right? Just because you love it so much. That is self-care, right? It just comes in so many different ways. So I really do feel like all of this had to happen to change your mindset around what that Ten of Pentacles actually means, okay? And your path there. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords for this blessing. Yeah. Eight of Swords, you weren't seeing it. You weren't seeing how you were kind of running on fumes here is what I just heard. Empty tank. Can't run on E. My Sagittarians, you cannot run on E. And I almost get it was like almost borderline with the Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles and this Devil energy, which is your Capricorn energy, right? You just became a little obsessed. And that's okay. That's okay. You got really into it, right? You got a little obsessed with getting to that end goal and making it happen to the point where you kind of almost tuned out all the other aspects of yourself. Okay? Page of Swords comes right after the Ten of Swords. So again, it's seeing something from a new perspective, having a bit of a learning curve, learning how to think about something differently. Okay? Because whatever your thoughts or whatever your perspective or ideas or paradigms around this Ten of Pentacles was actually blocking you from getting there. Believe it or not, Sagittarians. Thinking that it had to be a certain way, thinking that you had to work yourself to the bone, right, to get there. That's what was actually keeping you from it. And again, like I said, the Grand Trine is an aspect in your chart that allows ease. Ace of Cups, ease. It just flows. It's like you were almost forcing something to happen and missing out on the flow of it. Learning how to flow, Sagittarians. You're just learning how to flow, okay, in this moment. But you're getting there and you're doing it, all right? Tell me more about the Devil in this Page of Swords for these blessings. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were focusing on what you lacked as opposed to focusing on what you have. I always like to point out with the Five of Pentacles, as downtrodden and destitute as it looks sometimes, as it's depicted, it's one more pentacle than the Four of Pentacles, which is being very comfortable in a comfort zone, kind of keeping all that you have close to your chest, not really sharing it, just kind of sitting on what you have, right? But afraid to take the risk to go for more. So when you take that risk, you move into the Five of Pentacles. And yeah, the environment looks a little harsh, right? Yeah, the people depicted typically look a little wounded, a little battered, a little tattered. But you have one more pentacle than you did when you were comfortable, cushy, and lavish, right? So you get to that Five of Pentacles where you're worried about where your next pentacle is going to come from. You're worried about where the next step is, what's going to happen. You're just kind of in this surrender. I always like to say you can build yourself up to the Four of Pentacles. Once you hit that 5, Spirit has to be a part of it. To get to the 6, to get to the 7, to get to the 8, to the 9, to the 10. This is where it changes. Where you realize, okay, I've done all that I can do. Maybe that's why the people are kind of depicted tattered. They've worked themselves literally to shreds. And they have to come to the divine to say, okay, I've done all I can. I'm giving it to you, putting it in your hands to make a move or to make it work or to figure it out, right? Or to show me what I need to do. So it's a surrender. Okay, it's a surrender. And I think that's what you're learning how to do, is surrender to the divine and not feel as if it is all up to you to make something happen. Okay, the divine will guide you to that 10 of Pentacles with ease if you allow them to. But in order to allow them to, sometimes you got to sit in the passenger seat. Sometimes you got to sit back and let the divine be behind the wheel. Okay? Okay. You're getting better at it. I feel it. I feel it. I know this. It's going to take practice. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but you'll get better at surrendering. Okay, Sagittarians? Last message here from these blessings to my Sagittarius-Capricorn energies. Yeah. 6 of Wands. When you learn how to surrender, or when you get used to surrendering, not taking it all on your shoulders, you start allowing ease into this process, into your goals, right? You start asking the divine for support a little more. That's when that victory comes. Okay? That's when that victory comes. That's when the success finds you. Like, I'll say it again. You can work yourself all the way up to the 4. That's all done by you. But if you want to attain that 10, you have to start incorporating the divine and enter that co-creative process, which requires you to surrender. Surrender how you see it happening. Surrender the plan. Trust that it just will be. It already is. You just have to meet it. Okay? And again, I think you're going to come out of that 8 of Swords. You're going to come out of that bind where you feel like you have to work yourself to the bone again. You got to overwork it, overdo it. I can't wait on God. I can't wait on the divine. And it's like, no, 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 no. That's that devil energy that says you can't wait. You absolutely can wait. And it's worth the wait. That 10 of Pentacles is worth the wait. In the meantime, while you're waiting, Sagittarians, take care of yourself. Like I said, doesn't have to be extravagant. Small little things. You know what I mean? Small little things can make a huge difference. Cook your favorite meal. Okay? Read your favorite book again. Pick up a new book. Just schedule out some time to do something that isn't solely focused on this goal of yours, 10 of Pentacles. And watch how fast and how quick it actually comes to you. Okay, you're delaying your own process a little bit, but it's shifting and changing, okay? So that delay won't be any longer. All right, Sagittarians, let's go ahead and just see what the highest energetic outcome of all of this energy might be for you and what you specifically need to focus on when dealing with this situation. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages here for my Sagittarius-Capricorn energies. What's the highest energetic outcome for my Sagittarians going through this and connecting with this energy? Highest energetic outcome. Okay. Flow. It's been coming out. Highest outcome is for you to learn how to flow. Like I said, go with your flow. Okay. Flow with the ease. I think I posted something like that on my Instagram where it's like, we often feel like good outcomes have to be earned, right? That like, if it doesn't come through struggle or it doesn't come through strife, then, you know what I'm saying, then it won't be good. And it's like, that's the paradigm shift, I feel like, 10 of Swords and the Tower that you're going through. It's like, actually good things can flow to you without you having to, again, work yourself to the nub, okay? Completely exhaust yourself. What else might be the highest outcome here? We have forgiveness, okay? I feel like that forgiveness is really forgiveness of self, okay? Because again, I feel like it's just you had an idea or you were stuck on something with that 8 of Swords about how this had to happen. And I think that forgiveness conversation might be between, again, all the aspects of yourself that you might have been neglecting. Your inner child, right? Your higher self, all of that. It's like taking the time to be like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't necessarily include you all, or I didn't count my heart into all that I was doing, or I didn't take care of my body, right? That forgiveness, I feel like, is powerful here. Very, very powerful. Yeah. And then look, security and fulfillment. That's on the blessings. Security, 10 of Pentacles. Fulfillment, that Ace of Cups. That's what I mean. That goal that you're going for, whatever that 10 of Cups, or I keep saying 10 of Cups, it could be a 10 of Cups tethered to it as well, but the 10 of Pentacles, whatever that looks like to you, trying to retire early, or wanting to just have a stable, happy family life, or wanting to build a family, or again, generational wealth, and it's like grind, 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 grind. Yes, gotta have a healthy grind, but again, keyword healthy. I think with that devil energy, it wasn't healthy anymore. And that's why the Tower had to come. And like I said, that security, that promise of success, that promise of wealth or abundance, however you see this, it's guaranteed. It's a part of your blessing. It's destined for you. You're in alignment for it, Sagittarius, okay? That dream will definitely be fulfilled, okay? Don't allow your mind to even think about it. Like I said, well, if I don't work like that, then it's not going to happen. No, it's going to happen because it's in your heart to happen. You just have to allow the divine to walk with you. Okay? What does Sagittarius, Capricorn energies, what do they need to focus on when it comes to this situation specifically, divine? Double blessings. Focus on the blessings. Like I said with that 5 of Pentacles, focus on what you do have, not what you lack. It's almost like thinking, well, I don't have enough money to retire by this age, or if I want to do this by this time, I have to have this, and I'm so far behind. It's like, don't focus on what you lack. Focus on what you have. That's what the divine is trying to get you to do. Okay? Focus on what you have. What else? What else does Sagittarius need to focus on? And stand still. Yes. Yes, to receive the messages, to receive the energy, to receive what it is that you need to do. Stand still, sit still. Maybe that's even just a moment of stillness can be self-care, Sagittarius. Giving your mind the time to just be and rest. If you feel like you're suffering from like racing thoughts or like, you know what I mean? It's just allow some space for meditation. Allow your brain to think of something else. Just sit still for a little while. A couple minutes each day. And just listen in to whatever comes up, okay? I feel like that will definitely help y'all. What else? Oy. Yeah, and you got power. Okay. I feel like the divine is trying to show you how, I don't want to say how powerful they are, but it's what can actually come and what can be created. And it's like this, Sagittarius. I feel like you've been working very hard towards something, right? Putting your all, putting your best foot forward, getting into the fine details, making sure it's all right. Again, borderline obsessing over it, okay? I feel like the divine wants you to take a step back now and watch it bloom, right? Watch it come to life, right? Witness the power of the divine in your life as opposed to just being tunnel vision on one aspect of it. It's like broaden your viewpoint a little bit, that hangman. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, this is a very interesting reading. I hope you found this helpful and insightful and maybe filled with some confirmation around what you got going on or what's maybe to come here for you. Remember that this is timeless, so whenever you find this, even if you watch this here live with me, this might not resonate with you right away. It could resonate down the road. Just keep that in mind, okay? But if you enjoyed this reading, you enjoyed the energy, or you just like spending time with me, I appreciate y'all. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up, okay? It really truly helps out my channel. Make sure you also check out my channel memberships. We're doing some awesome content. If you want to catch up on the monthly forecast readings, go ahead and sign up for that tier. We will be doing extended love readings for the next round of love readings that we'll do, which will probably start sometime next week or maybe beginning of July, okay? So if you want to tune in for that, make sure you sign up. And there's also other awesome perks there for you to enjoy. If not, though, Sagittarius, no harm, no foul, no worry, no problem. I appreciate you tuning in every week, and I will see you all in the next one, okay? Namaste.